Hi YouTube, this is going to be a quick one because the battery is running low on that camcorder. I've not used it in quite a bit. The last video was pretty much shit when compared to the lighting situation of this one, because I was using this modeling bulb that's to the right here that's just throwing that yellow tint to the back. If I turn it off, you might notice that. Yeah, there you go. So I was using that for lighting the last video, and with the auto exposure management of the DSLR that I was using, it pretty much came to be a very bad video. I thought I'll put video making to a hold for some time until I get a proper lighting setup, but fortunately it was Valentine's Day yesterday and my wife gifted me this halo light. So if I come closer, you might see the halo in my eyes. So that's the light that's there, and it is very good, as you can see. And I've done some tweaking with auto exposure of this camcorder. It should sort itself out, but if you can see, it really gets bright here. I almost have to squint. So yeah, Yeti mic is here, the ring light is here, and I have my Mac for editing the videos. So everything's set up and I should be very frequent with videos going forward, so subscribe. And the first thing I wanted to discuss today was the public release of iOS 9.3 beta is out now. You don't need a developer's account to get this beta version. All you need to do now is sign up to become a beta tester, and that'll send a certificate to your phone, and once you accept that certificate and authorize it to be installed on your phone, you'll have the ability to test 9.3. To get the beta version of 9.3 onto your phone, head over to beta.apple.com and then select and get started. Here choose iOS and enroll your iOS device. Click on that. I would recommend you take a backup of your phone before you get started, and so you download the profile, and once the profile is downloaded, it'll ask you to install it on your phone. So you go ahead and install it, and afterwards if you head over to settings, general, software update, mine is already on 9.3 as you can see. If you're on 9.2 or any other version earlier, you'll get the option to upgrade to 9.3. So that's the way you upgrade to 9.3. So the first and most important feature that has come in 9.3 is flux or night shift. So you head over to settings and display and brightness just below general, and here you would see something called night shift. I've scheduled for it to start at 10 PM and shut down at 7 AM. What it'll do is it'll take the iPhone to a much warmer shade like this. I tried to do screen recording of this, but it didn't show up, so that's the reason I'm recording it with my camera. So in a dark room or at night, if the shade of the iPhone is slightly red tinted, it's much easier on your eyes. Though this is a software feature that has been copied by Apple from a jailbreak, it's a brilliant feature, it works fine, and it's good to have on the phone, so well done Apple for that. There's also a shortcut to get this done. So you bring your control panel up, and at the bottom you see this eye icon, which is the night shift icon. Clicking on it gives you control over it. You can either turn it on for now or turn it on until tomorrow, or you can turn it off if it's on at any point. So at 10 PM it would be on this way, and I can just go and turn it off for now. I, like most people, use notes a lot. It's very handy. I store a lot of information on it, passwords, bank details and everything, and my fear has always been if I was to lose this phone, all that information is gone. Somebody's going to easily hack into it and take everything out. There's nothing I can do about it. But Apple has done a wonderful thing now with 9.3 where you can password protect your notes. So how you can do this is head over to notes in settings. It's as you think. The notes password is over here. Head over there, use Touch ID, you can turn that on and you can change the password or set a password if you're doing it for the first time. And once you head over to notes, a lot of people have questions as to why the password feature is not working on the phone, though I turned it on in the settings, because I'm able to access the notes right now. So what you need to do is click on this at top, and you have lock note at the bottom here. So hit unlock Node, it's going to ask for your Touch ID. I do that and the Node is locked. So I lock it. And the next time someone tries to access this node, the node is going to be locked. You hit on view node, scan your fingerprint or enter the password, and you'll be able to see the nodes there. Apart from the night shift feature and password protecting your nodes, Apple has brought in some more force touch features. If you force touch on the settings icon, you have shortcuts to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and battery. If you force touch on the health app, you have dashboard and medical ID shortcuts. There are some new features that are added onto the news tab. So I usually don't use news, I use Flipboard, but I just moved news into this folder because I tend to use it more often going forward. The weather icon now has force touch and it gives you shortcuts to your current city and your favorite cities. You also have force touch on the App Store where you can search or redeem, and you have force touch on iTunes where you can search or redeem again. Apart from this, there are a few new features that have come on CarPlay. I have a BMW 318, but CarPlay doesn't work on it, so I can't give you too many details. And iPad has a few new features where you have multiple logins for different users who might use the same iPad. And if you upgrade to the beta version, you'll have this new icon here, which is called feedback. So this is where you give your details and your experience with 9.3. If there are any bugs, you can report it to them and Apple will make sure before it goes into public release that those bugs are corrected. So as for news from the Jailbreak community, we know that the Jailbreak was developed for 9.2 but was not released to public because an iteration of 9.2.1 came very quickly. So now that 9.3 is in, the Jailbreak community has confirmed that the exploit that they developed for 9.2 continues to work now. But since 9.3 is only at the beta stages now, we would see the Jailbreak come out when 9.3 becomes public. And if you want to upgrade to 9.3, you can follow the instructions. Subscribe so that I can keep you posted on the Jailbreak updates. Like the video, I don't know how it helps, but it helps apparently. And stay in touch. Take care.